Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy and ready for today's lesson, which is the second lesson of Unit 3. We'll be taking the pair work, which means that you will be working in pairs, you and your friend or your colleague in class, to discuss some of the questions that I will be giving you. But before we do that, let's revise what we previously took in the previous lesson, the listen and discuss. What do you think is the difference between a house and a home? If you remember, this is of course according to this is your opinion. I gave you that my opinion is that a house is just a house, it's just bricks and stones and mortar. But a home is, as said in the article, the laughter of the baby, the family that lives in that house, which makes it a home. So a home is a feeling that you belong there. But a house is just an object. Number two, what are the most important things in your home? So this is of course according to you. What are the most important things in your home? Your father, your mother, your grandfather, your family, maybe some objects that you value. Some object that you value. Number three, describe both the interior and the exterior of your dream home. If you remember, describing the interior, which means the inside of your house, and the exterior from the outside. What do you want your dream home to look like from the inside and the outside? Maybe the painting, the number of windows, number of rooms, the facilities. So set your imagination free and try to imagine your dream home, and hopefully inshallah that it will come true. So if you remember this article, What is Home by Ernestine Henk, if you remember, this was a beautiful article. A roof to keep out the rain. Is it just a roof that keep the rain out? Is it just four walls to keep out the wind, floors to keep the cold? Yes, but a home is more than that. It's the laugh of a baby, the verse of a mother, the strength of a father, the warmth of loving hearts, lights from happy eyes, kindness, loyalty, comradeship. So you can say home is where the family lives together in happiness and comfort. Home is the first school where you begin learning everything in your life. For young ones, where they learn what is right, what's good, what is kind, where they go for comfort when they are hurt or sick. So when they are hurt and sick, home is what they seek. Where joy is shared and sorrow eased, where fathers and mothers are respected and loved, where children are wanted, where the simplest food is good enough for kings because it's earned, where money is not important as loving kindness, where even the tea kettle whistles from happiness. That is home. And if you remember what a tea kettle is, it's the pot that you put the water in to boil to make your tea. If you remember the sound of the whistling from the steam that comes out of the kettle, this is the sound of home. And these other quotes here, no one realizes how beautiful it is to travel unless you come home and rest your head in your own pillow. If you travel for a long time and then you come back home and you put your head on your own pillow, you get the feeling that you are home. Bricks and mortar makes a house, but the laughter of children makes a home. This is some kind similar to what I said in the beginning. So a house is just bricks and mortar, cement, but what makes the home is the laughter of the children. The best way to keep children home is to make home atmosphere pleasant. So the best way to keep children at home, make the home pleasant for them. A small house can lodge 100 friends. Even if it's a small house, it can lodge hundreds of friends. Other quotes, home is where the heart is. Home is where your heart feels that it's at ease. Home is where the heart is. Number 7, there isn't enough furniture in the world to make a house without love feel like a home. So what's furniture? It's the chairs, the tables, the cupboards. So no matter how many furniture you have, what makes it a home is, according to this quote, makes it love and feeling at home. A house is a home when it shelters the body and comforts the soul. So where your soul feels at ease, this is home. Number 9, a house that doesn't have one worn comfy chair in it is soulless. Soulless, it means that it is without a soul. A house that doesn't have a worn, used through the years, comfy chair, it's very comfortable. That's not a house. The house is soulless. That's not a home. Number 10, a small old house filled with love is better than a large new house with none. So I think I agree with that. A small house with love and laughter of children is better than a large house where you live alone, where there's no children, where there is no love. And if you remember, we took some culture notes regarding the authors that have said these quotes. Ernestine is from 1861 to 1936. She was from a city near Prague in what is now the Czech Republic, of course. She had a long and varied career around the world. Also, Dorothy Parker was an American writer of short stories and poems. She was famous for her sharp humor, so she was funny, famous for her sharp humor. Lin Yutang was a well-known author born in China. He came to the US in 1923 to study and lived there most of his life. He was also known for his translation of Chinese literature into English. May Sarton was an American poet and novelist. Philip Moffett is an author from CEO of Esquire magazine and the founder of the Life Balance Institute in California, USA. And we took some meanings of some words, if you can remember them. The word atmosphere means the mood or feeling in a place, such as home. So when you go to a place and it has maybe a quiet atmosphere, like a museum, so you feel at ease there. The mood or the feeling that you get in the place. Comfort, help, or kindness to someone who is hurt or feeling bad for some reason. So to comfort is to help, or kindness to someone. When you comfort someone, when someone is feeling bad, so you go and comfort him. So this is what it means to comfort, to help someone who is hurt or feeling bad. Lodge, to provide someone with accommodation. Loyalty, to show constant support for someone. When you are loyal for someone, you keep giving them your support, such as family member or friend. Furniture, as I said before, the tables or the chair or the desks, so the movable objects that you put in a room. Shelter, to protect from something. To shelter someone is to protect them from something. So as an example here, a home protects people from the cold and wind. Mortar is just a mixture of lime and cement, sand and water. It's used for building. Worn means that it's damaged or in poor condition because it's used over the years. Now let's open our books in page 97. Open your books on page 97, the workbook, of course. Let's take here the first exercise. Write the missing letters. So we have 8 words here with some missing letters. I think this is an easy exercise, of course. Write the missing letters. Of course, these are words that we took in our previous lesson, in the listen and discuss. And some of them we just saw it in the revision. So I think that you will remember it. So the first one, number 1, A. And the third letter is M. Then you see the letter S, P, and in the last 2 letters are R, E. A, then the letter M, then you see SP, and at the ending you see 2 letters R and E. Can you guess this word? Which is a 10-letter word. So search for a word that has 10 letters. So it's a little bit of a long word. Can you guess the word here? Yes, it's the word atmosphere. A-T-M-O-S-P-H-E-R-E. It's the word atmosphere. Do you remember what's the meaning of atmosphere? Yes, that's correct. It's the feeling that you get in a place. For example, when you go to a museum, as I said before, the atmosphere is quiet. It has a quiet atmosphere. Number 2, O-A-L-T. So the first letter is missing. The second letter is O. The third letter is missing. The fourth one, A, then L, then T. And the last letter is missing. Can you guess the second word when you give someone your support, your consonant support? Very good. So it's the word loyalty. Loyalty, loyal to someone, is to always give them your support. So it's L-O-Y-A-L-T-Y. Number 3, C, and the second letter is missing. Then L, T, the next letter is missing. Then the letter V, then the next letter is missing. Then at the end we have T-E. So, do you know the meaning of this word? Can you tell what's this word? Let's see the correct answer here. It's the word cultivate. It's the word cultivate. Number 4, S-O, and the third letter is missing. Then R-O, then the last letter is missing. So S-O, then letter is missing. Then R-O, then the letter is missing. Can you tell what this word is? Let's see the answer here. It's the word sorrow. It's the word sorrow, which is maybe a synonym for the word sad. So being sorrow for someone is like being sad for someone. So it's S-O-R-R-O-W. Number 5, P, then we have 2 letters missing. E-N-T, then we have 1 letter missing. Then A-L. P, then we have 2 letters missing. E-N-T, then A-L. So can you tell what this letter, this word is? Let's check the answer here. It's the word potential. P-O-T-E-N-T-I-L. The word potential, which means that something that might have a future. Number 6, a 4-letter word, and in the middle is O-R. So the first letter is missing. Then we have O-R. Then the last letter is missing. Let's check the answer here. So the correct word here is worn, W-O-R. And of course, you know what's the meaning of this word. When you say worn chair, it means chair that is being used for years, and you can see all the years in the chair. The worn chair, you can see this is a chair that has been used for long years. Number 7, C-O, then we have 1 letter missing, then F, then another letter missing, then R, then another letter missing. So this word is, yes, comfort. The word is comfort. When you comfort someone who was sad, maybe he's crying, maybe your little brother is crying, you go to comfort him. So comfort, C-O-M-F-O-R-T. The last one, number 8, S-E-T-R. So S, then a missing letter, then E, then a missing letter, T, then a missing letter, then R. So the correct word here is, let's check the answer here, is shelter. Shelter, S-H-E-L-T-R. So shelter, like our houses shelter us from the wind, rain, and so on. Exercise B, write the words from exercise A next to the correct definitions below. Again, write the words from exercise A, the words that we just answered, next to the correct definitions for them. So we have some definitions here. Write the words next to their correct definitions. Let's read the definitions first. Number 1, possibility. Number 2, faithfulness and devotion. Faithfulness and devotion. Number 3, sadness. Number 4, a house or structure that keeps you safe from outside. Number 5, to improve or develop by study or training. Number 6, a positive feeling of peace and familiarity. Number 7, old and used. Number 8, the tone or the mood of a place. So these are the definitions. Let's put the correct words next to these definitions. So number 1, possibility. Which word from exercise A means possibility? Something that has a possibility in the future. Yes, that's correct. It's potential. Potential, it means something that might happen in the future. There's a possibility that it might happen in the future. Number 2, faithfulness and devotion. Which word means faithful? To be faithful and to be devoted. Faithfulness and devotion. This is an easy one, of course. It's loyalty, to keep supporting. To be faithful for someone is to be loyal for someone. Number 3, sadness. I think I answered this one. Sadness, to be sad. Very good. It's sorrow. Sorrow and sadness are the same. Number 4, a house or structure that keeps you safe from outside. So, a house or any structure that keeps you safe from outside, such as rain, storms. Yes, this is an easy one. It's shelter. Number 5, to improve or develop by study or training. To improve or to develop by training or study. To develop yourself by studying. What do we call that? Yes, this is an easy one also. To cultivate. To cultivate is to improve or to develop yourself by studying or training. Number 6, a positive feeling of peace and familiarity. The feeling of peace and the feeling of familiarity is a positive feeling, of course. So, which word is that? Let's check the answer here together. It's comfort. Comfort is a feeling, a positive feeling of peace and familiarity. Number 7, old and used. Old and used. Of course, we use this on the chair. Yes, this is an easy one. It's worn. And the last one, the tone or the mood of the place. Which word means the tone or the mood of that place? Yes, this is an easy one. Actually, it's the last one. It's the word atmosphere. Very good. So this is the pair work. Write your own quote about home. With a partner, write your own quote about home. Share it with the class. So try to come up. Of course, if you remember, we took maybe 10 quotes about home from famous authors. Try to come up with your own quote about home. There's no right or wrong answer here. Just try to come up with a quote about how do you feel about home and share it with your friends, and also check what your friends have written. For example, I've written some. Home is one starts from. Home is where you begin everything. Home is where one starts from. Where you start everything in your life, it starts from home. The second one, home is the comfiest place to be. Wherever you go, home is the comfiest. Comfy, it means that you are relaxed. Home is the comfiest place to be. I think you agree with me on this saying. Home is the comfiest place to be. It's the place where I feel most relaxed. Home is a shelter from all sorts of storms. Home is a shelter from all sorts of storms. Any storm, whether it's a bad mood, whether it's a real, actual storm, maybe it's something I'm suffering from at any place outside, any storm, all sorts of storm. Home is the shelter from me from all sorts of storm. And home is where the heart is. Of course, this one is mentioned earlier. Home is the heart is. Home is where your heart feel that it's at ease and is eager to go to if you are maybe traveling abroad. And here's a fun fact here. The saying, "There's no place like home," first became famous in a chant called Home Sweet Home, written in 1823 by American writer and actor John Payne. So, you know the saying, "There's no place like home." I think we all agree with that saying. There's no place like home. And with that, we reach the end of this lesson. See you next lesson, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.